Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. First and 10, and they've got three tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This little short throw to Witten. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Lynch. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Pass complete there to Nakua. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of. So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And this one incomplete. I couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So first and 10 now from the 30. And looking to throw, Penix. And this one too low.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is it still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Maybe the donut off the baseball bat, like the guys
I like
beyond that circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. The tight end, Olsen, in motion. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down and 3. They'll go play action here with Penix sliding out of the pocket. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll throw with Penix. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll go for it. Here's Penix. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Troy Hill picks it. Still going. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules. And
about ready to get this one started. Jaime Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go from Nashville. Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. What a brutal way to start the game. You're thinking of getting the ball, getting your script, running your plays. Instead, Greg, it is a fumble lost on the opening kickoff.
It's just absolutely the most disastrous beginning of a game you could possibly dream up. And what you do now, Mike, is not only does the other team get the ball, you send your defense out there early in this game and force them to have to defend a short field right away.
2nd and 7. Back to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown Chargers. And, Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, start of the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First and 10.
Already.
Stroud begins with a pass. That's complete to Stephon Diggs. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Every offensive coordinator has drive starters, meaning it's a completion, it's a run play that we feel great about, it's a screen. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Trying to get it to Christian McCaffrey out of the backfield. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
On the quick, right?
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with...
Wow!